This cool combinatorics problem from the 2022 AMC 10A and 12A has a very neat solution. Let's take a look at how to solve this problem. Suppose that 13 cards numbered 1 through 13 are arranged in a row. The task is to pick them up in numerically increasing order, working repeatedly from left to right. In the example below, 1, 2, and 3 are picked up on the first pass, 4 and 5 on the second pass, 6 on the third pass, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the fourth, and so on. Let's explain what that means. So basically what we're doing is we start at 1. 1 is right here, right? Then let's go to 2. Then 3. Oh, but now to get to 4, we have to go back. So that's the first pass is just 1, 2, 3. So now we're on to the second pass because we went back to the beginning. We have 4, then 5. There's no 6s here, so then we go back to the beginning for the third pass. And the third pass has 6. And there's no 7s here, so we go back to the beginning. 7, then 8, then 9, then 10. 11? Nope. Another pass. 11, 12, and then we're done. So that's what it's saying, and that's how we're picking up our cards. For how many of the 13 factorial possible orderings of the cards will the 13 cards be picked up in exactly 2 passes? Not 1, 2. Okay. So what does it mean for something to be picked up in 2 passes? That means we have some consecutive numbers like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, maybe till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe till something like 12. And then we go back, and then we go, let's say 13 is somewhere here randomly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 in order. And then 13 is not here, but it's somewhere in between. So we go back for the second pass to get 13. That's an example of something that could result in 2 passes. But that's not the only example. We could have something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Something like this also has 2 passes, because we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we take all of the remaining numbers in the second pass. So essentially what it kind of seems like we're doing here is we have 2 sequences of consecutive numbers. So like 1, 2, 3, and then the remaining numbers, something like that. And then we're just kind of merging them. And then that will create something that has 2 passes, because 1, 2, and 3 are in order, and 4 through 12 are in order. Okay, so let's take a look at the cases we can have. So the first case, case 1, is we can have first pass, we just pick up the card 1. Second pass, we pick up the cards from 2 to 13. That's the first case. The second case, second pass, 2 cards, or second pass, or first pass, we pick up 1 and 2. In the second pass, we pick up the numbers from 3 to 13. And so on, all the way till the final case, which is, let's say, case 12, which is, and of course we have a bunch of cases in between. So all the way until case 12, which the first pass is 1, 2, all the way till 12, and the second pass is just 13. So those are our 12 cases. That's a lot to evaluate. Let's just evaluate them one at a time and see if we notice a pattern, maybe. Okay, so how many ways are there to have the first pass 1 and the second pass 2 through 13? Well, for the first pass to be 1, well, we just have to have a card 1. But the second pass is 2 through 13. So for the second pass, what we must do is we cannot have 2 after 1, because if 2 is after 1, then the first pass would include 1 and 2. So 2 has to be before 1, so then it's part of the next pass. So let's put 2 here, something like that. And then from there, after 2 must be before 1, 2 through 13 must be in order. Why? Because let's say if they were not in order, let's say there were 2, 3, 4, then then 6, and then 5 was here. Now, what the thing is, now first pass is 1, then second pass 2, 3, 4. Oh, but now we have to go back for 5. So now that's a third pass. So therefore, all the remaining numbers from 2 through 13 must be in order of their values. Okay, first of all, there's 13 factorial arrangements of the 13 cards, of course, right? 13 factorial arrangements of the 13 cards, and the order for 11 of them, or 12 of them from 2 through 13, those have only one order. So we can divide by 12 factorial ways to arrange those 12 cards, because the order of them, they only have one choice, not 12 factorial choices. So we're overcounting by a factor of 12 factorial. And for the first pass, well, there's just one way, so 1 factorial. Okay, so now the key thing to check here is, do all of these values result in exactly 2 passes? Well, the key thing here is that this represents all arrangements that have the numbers 2 through 13 in order. And that includes the overcounting case where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way till 13. Because look, this has 1 in its order and 2 through 13 in order. And therefore, but it only requires 1 pass. We just go in order. So that's a case for overcounting. Because the question says it says exactly 2 passes. Not at most 2 passes. So we subtract the 1 case where it gets picked up in 1 pass, which have 2 through 13 in order. And notice how 13 divided by 12 factorial divided by 1 factorial is just 13 choose 1 minus 1. Okay, second case, 1 and 2 in order, and 3 through 13 in order. So again, we've got 13 factorial total cases, permutations, and out of those, 1 out of every 2 factorial of them will have 1 before 2, and 1 out of every 11 factorial will have 3 through 13 in order. But just like earlier, if 1 and 2 are in order and 3 and through 13 are in order, there's the one case where they're all in order consecutively, and that only requires 1 pass. So we again subtract 1. This becomes 13 choose 2 minus 1. Okay, and similarly, case 3 would be something similar. 13 choose 3 minus 1. Because we again do 13 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 10 factorial, and subtract the 1 case. And it actually turns out this is true for all the cases. We do 13 choose n, and then we subtract 1. Because that case is overcounted. If you think about it, we can break this up however we like. The first 3 numbers, the remaining numbers. The first 2 numbers, the remaining numbers. So if you think about it, this case is being overcounted in all of these cases. Because this case has 1 in order, 2 through 13 in order, 1 and 2 in order, and then 3 through 13 in order, 1 through 3 in order, 4 through 13 in order, and so on. So therefore, it's just going to be 13 choose the case we're on. So 13 choose the number of numbers in the first pass minus 1. So we go all the way until 13 choose 12 minus 1. So overall, if we sum this up, we get 13 choose 1 minus 1, 13 choose 2 minus 1, all the way till 13 choose 12 minus 1. And notice how this is almost all of the numbers that 13 can be chosen from. It also includes 13 choose 13. If we add 13 choose 13 minus 1, what is 13 choose 13? 1. So 13 choose 13 minus 1 is 0. So we can add 0, right? It's 0, so we can add it however we like. Similarly, we add 13 choose 0 minus 1, which is 0. Now, why do we add these two quantities? Because now when we sum all of them up, well, the sum of all of these choose expressions right here is just 2 to the power of 13. Because of the binomial identity. 2 to the power of 13, and there's 14 of these -1 terms, because there's 14 numbers from 0 to 13. So 2 to the 13 minus 14. 2 to the power of 13 is 1024 times 8. So 8192. minus 14 is 8178. And that is the final answer for this problem. To summarize, basically what we do is we take all the cases based on passes. So first pass can be 1, second pass 2 through 13, first pass 1 and 2, second pass 3 through 13, so on, all the way till the 12th case. And in each case we notice that out of all 13 factorial arrangements, in the first case, 1 out of 12 factorial of them had 2 through 13 in order, and 1 out of 1 factorial had 1 in order. And similarly, we had 13 factorial here, divided by 2 factorial, 11 factorial, because 1 out of 2 factorial have 1 and 2 in order, and 1 out of 11 factorial have 3 through 13 in order. And we simplify that to choosing expressions, and then we added it up using binomial identity. The main thing to take away from this problem is the fact that to break it into cases and then try to find a pattern, which we did, and then we just summed it all up using combinatorial identities, which I covered in one of my previous Mastering AMC 1012 videos. Thanks for watching.